Okay, so it's going to be a bit of a small update video for today. I'm doing this from the Switch because I wanted to ask you guys, since Omori is winding down and I really don't want to take on any, how to put it, any, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I'm extremely demotivated this year because I basically went from Cold Steel 4 into Omori, which were like two double whammies in terms of JRPGs, and it sucks to play them. So the question I wanted to ask you guys was if you had any preference for what I should do in the interim between whenever Omori ends and Monster Hunter Rise starts. So today, a demo for Thief Roulette comes out. I don't know if it's Thief Roulette or Thief's Roulette. I will probably try to get that later on today. But otherwise, the plan is to do Quantum Suicide. I don't think there's that much left to really stretch out the month of February. So I was wondering if there was something small that you guys had a preference for. So the options are I can do Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game. You can see I picked it up here. I can even try to have Blue here so we can do two-player. The Monster Hunter Rise demo has been done to death, I imagine. I could do more Mario 35. Now, Bravely Default 2 does come out in February. It's just I highly, highly doubt I'd have this complete by the time Monster Hunter comes out. And the other reason why I'm extremely hesitant on this is, well, I played Bravely Default 1, but not for the sequel, and 1 has some pretty bad segments in it. So I'm very, very hesitant on this as a result. I can look up the Japanese stuff, see what they have to say, if it's just as repetitive or if the job system is just as broken in this one or not. I just don't know how you guys feel about it, if you're tired of Square Enix or what. I could go into the Super Nintendo thing, so I have to close Shield there, so let's go ahead. I'm probably going to try to do some PvP games with that for the weekend. I do have another visual novel that I could start working on, it's just that's another one that's going to be a little timing tight. Otherwise, for this one, like, I could try to get Blue to join me for Mario World if there was interest in that. I never played Pilot Wings or Breath of Fire. I don't know how long those would take. Those would be other things I imagine people would be interested in. I should probably ask Crimson if he's played that. Uh, Donkey Kong Country would probably take a while unless I can do like an entire string of worlds, whatever you want to call them, per video. I've played mostly 2 and 3, so I'm not very familiar with 1. There's stuff in All-Stars we could try to do. I could try to get Blue into it. It's just I'm very much imagine he'll get frustrated with the original games and kind of throw in the towel pretty early. Now the other thing is we have to go back further. Oh yeah, there's the NES stuff. I don't know if there was anything in here that really caught my eye. Like if I were to do the original Mario games, I'd probably do the All-Star versions just because those are time sensitive. There was something new that I haven't seen. Not familiar with it. Not familiar with that one either. Jeez, it's been a while since I looked at this thing, I guess. Double Dragon seems a little promising, but that's probably like an hour-long game, maybe. I don't think they really have a lot of the NES games here I'm familiar with. That's probably the most promising of the bunch. That's still like an hour-long game if you know what you're doing. You could probably draw it out a couple videos if there was interest. But the thing that I wanted to ask was, with the sequel looming on the horizon, is there interest in me going back to wrap up The World Ends With You, the final remix? I don't know if there's any sort of carryover bonus, and I don't know what else is going to actually carry over story-wise between The World Ends With You and Neo. We only see one recurring character in the form of Sho at the moment, but this is something I can go back to. I don't remember where I left off offhand, but that's something that can probably last a little while. Otherwise, this is just DLC. Don't get your hopes up. There are other things in here I can try to work with. I just need to know what the interest is. Like, I can probably do the Mega Man X games. let's see, for these, I don't think I played the fourth one on Switch, but I played it on PlayStation, so I'm actually familiar with the 1 through 4. I did not get the 5 through 8 because I didn't really care for 4 when I played it. So yeah, if you guys have any thoughts, feelings, what have you, go ahead and let me know. If there's something on PC I may be overlooking, go ahead and mention that too, and I'll take a look. But these are some of the options that we have for the month of February, and I'm just wondering if you guys had any strong feelings one way or another. The other things I was looking at was I could try to do an even older game. Arcrise Fantasia on Wii, I just don't see myself being able to complete that in the month of February unless I start immediately, which I can't really do at the moment. I could look into Lunar Silver Star Story Complete on PlayStation. I could do Silver Star Harmony on Vita. I have to even hook up my Vita and see if it works. I haven't really played portable other than Switch Alert recently. I'm trying to think of anything else offhand that I might be able to do. But yeah, like I said, if you have any strong feelings, any recommendations for something short, sweet, and hopefully something that's not going to frustrate the hell out of me or bore me to death, go ahead and mention it. Otherwise, that is it for your little update. Trying to think of what other big things are that I have to tell you guys. If I look at the schedule, yeah, the only thing I have listed for February is the Thief's Roulette. The only thing I have listed for March is Monster Hunter, so we have to definitely find something to stretch things out a bit. But yeah, don't be surprised if there's a bit of a string of small projects. I can even look into doing 7 years from now for the weekend. We'll see. Anyway, that is your update. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.